In the early 90s, a distinct music style came up in Goa, driven by an underground gathering of musicians who were creating continuous electronic music. This sound was passed on through unmarked cassette tapes, which were copied, added upon, and passed on further. Until a point that Goa trance became an established music genre and cemented the association of Goa with a global music culture. Goa has been synonymous with trance ever since. What started out at places like Baga and Anjuna has been, for a long time, the legacy we have come to identify the city with. Most of us probably still continue to do so. That is, until you witness the ecosystem which has flourished in the fishing village of Arambol. Musicians here come in from around the world. Each of them carries an instrument of choice with them. They seek out other musicians to play with and combine their styles to create something new. This confluence of varied influences in a common space has created a distinct sound, one which could only have come into existence with the journey to Arambol in the first place. We spent a season with the traveling musicians who had come to make Arambol their home for this special period of the year.
Are you making a video? You fucking... You're supposed to be taking pictures.
We lived in experience together, shared with them some wisdom and some time. Welcome to a glimpse into the traveling musicians of Arambol. Their stories, their journeys, and their sounds.
Arambol, 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 I love your sunset. Arambol, 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 don't want to leave you. I wonder what they've got to say down on the beach as they play, bouncing on the sand, all together holding hands. As the sun's falling down, I turn to my love and say to her, the golden times I hear my girl, my love for you is equal to the sunset.
No, it's not possible, huh? But let's give it a go because we're all going to dance. Put your hands together for joy!
There is something that is happening in Arambol that has happened to numerous musicians. They'll be playing at an event. There's been somebody from either Russia or France or somewhere, and someone's gone, you should come to my country. So they spin off. So economically you don't come here for that value, but you definitely come here for the spin-offs. And that happens quite a lot.
Gonna give you the sweats. You look gorgeous. You look gorgeous. Gonna give you the sweats.
Probably is the first kind of probably the first time with people come together from all over the world in one area for a season to be creative in this way. So that's probably a new thing. So we are a new culture in many ways. With the advancement of technology, A lot of people here are doing their own business and stuff like that, so this is a slightly new experiment because we're not coming here with the baggage from our past, though there's a lot of baggage in Arambol. Some of the bags are empty and some of the bags are full.
There's more and more Indian participants in this community. So originally it was just the local people mixed with the foreigners, mostly from Europe. And now over time, it's definitely, I see a more and more influx of Indian artists and Indian travelers. So that makes it not only that we are the neo-colonialists with our own baggage and saying, oh, isn't it nice because it's cheap here?
That's right. Globally, as far as I've travelled, in this 1 kilometre distance, there's more music happening here than anywhere else in the world. And if anybody else knows something different, they haven't told me yet.
Paradiesvogel nennt. Der Paradiesvogel des Kabaretts. Bitte begrüßen Sie mit einem besonders herzlichen Applaus Sissi Perlinger.
My name is Sissi Perlinger and I'm a German comedian. I know a lot of people would say this is a contradiction in itself, but I've been doing that for over 30 years. I'm doing fine. Yeah, I've reinvented myself pretty much. I was having a severe burnout and tinnitus in Germany because I did like 3 careers at the same time. I was a comedian, I had my solo show and I had my own television shows at the same time. I did like tons of, talk show here and blah blah there, and I wrote books and I did my own fashion collection and CD recordings, and I'm a singer, yes, and I want to do this too and that too. And then eventually this alarm bell in my ears said, wait a minute, are you totally out of your mind? And it forced me to decide what is really the most important part in my life, and this is of course what I write myself. The reason for my reincarnation is my job.
I wonder why I put myself through the test. Who decides what's good, or even better, or the best? I feel what's real right inside my heart and in my chest. So I try to be wise and blessed and not to rise above the rest. Take all the trophies off my desk and I keep an eye on what I manifest. And you know what? I manifested you and you.
I'm coming to India for 18 years now in a row. I came here, I totally fell in love. When I come back every season, I really cry in joy. It's like coming home.
I'm from France. I'm born in Paris, and after 20 years I go in the south of France. I began to travel at 18, and I have traveled a lot of countries, but it's my first time in Asia. I began to learn music at 13 with drum, and I discovered the handpan 15 years ago, something like that. I like so much, it's a very nice energy and it's a little paradise for musicians, I think. Yes. You can learn a lot of things in a few times.